class. Dr. Latz here. Hope you are doing well and enjoying being in the midst of week 5. Hard to believe the pace at which the summer moves, but we are indeed in the midst of week 5, and our summer leadership seminar is about to crest the halfway point. Wanted to create a brief video for you today with 4 parts, we'll say. I've uploaded some additional content to both our Blackboard site and our box folder, so wanted to show that to you. Wanted to kind of recap where we are in the course. Wanted to give you a little bit of additional contextual information about our next face-to-face meeting, and then finally want to give you some kudos because I really think you've been doing, each and all, doing just a terrific job throughout the course. So let's back up into the first one. A couple of content additions to our site. Probably since you've last checked, you've noticed a couple things that I've updated. So if we click on the week 4 folder and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that today I digitized the handouts that we received from Sinclair and added them. Not only for the folks who were not available to make that trip, but for everybody. Just now you have all the content in one place here. Thought that would be handy for everybody. In addition, if you click back on weekly class folders, and then if we come down, bump down to week 6, you'll note that I have added, I'm not going to click on this and download it because it's a rather large file, but I've added the PowerPoint slides that Dr. Milam is going to speak from when we meet next face-to-face. In addition, Dr. Milam has also sent me a couple more resources related to competency-based education, which I've since uploaded to our box.com folder. So I'm in that folder now, and much of this will look familiar as it was related to discussion forum 4. But he added, and you can see all of those, but he added, or he sent to me an additional 3 documents that I differentiated from the originals by creating a separate folder here. So just wanted you to know that and give you a sense of what content I was adding. Okay, so let's take a look at the syllabus and particularly the course calendar to kind of get into the second part of this video message. So if we're looking at page 15, we'll kind of see where we are with things right now. So as you know, your initial post, if we kind of come across this particular column, your initial post for DF4 was due on Monday, with your follow-up or response posts due tomorrow by the end of the day. So keep that in mind as you move toward tomorrow. And then additionally, just a reminder, your references matrix was due on Monday as well, and I'll be getting feedback on those to you soon. Looking ahead, a little too far ahead there. If we look to the following week, week 6, this coming Monday, part 3 of the Future Studies project is due. This is pretty straightforward and basic, but I think one of the things that we have to consider when doing futures studies is that it's not about predicting the future. It's all about making the future. So as you read, and feel free, candidly, just start with Google to try to get a sense of what future studies is. But essentially, what you're going to do is create, just like I've noted here in the syllabus, let me pull it up here, you're going to be creating kind of like a miniature methodological literature review. Short little essay in response to the question, what is future studies? And truly, start with Google. I think that you will find some really interesting commentary on this particular methodology and its implications for higher education. But it's a rather hopefully straightforward and easy assignment to work through. Essentially, you're going to be writing a 200-word essay that must include 3 references. And in the spirit of collaboration and sharing, you're going to, as you have done before, let me get back to our website here, our Blackboard site. Not only will you be turning this in, hold on a second, to the weekly class folder, and let's make sure we find that. You're going to be turning it in here to the weekly class folder, but you're also going to be uploading it to the discussion forum. And all you need to do is kind of scroll down here and you'll find the appropriate link. Now, I believe, fingers crossed, that I've set up this forum so you can't see each other's posts without posting your own. And that's just so that we don't have duplications, hopefully, of the same resources. But then once you post, you should be able to see what everybody else has gathered, and you can feel free to explore each other's resources. One thing to note is that all of the parts of this Futures Studies project, as normal per my classes, are building blocks, foundational pieces for the final iterations of the work. So for example, if you think about the required components of the paper, you might think of recycling part 1 into your introduction. You might think of recycling part 2 into your literature review. And then relatedly, you might think of recycling part 3 into your methods section to explain to the reader what Future Studies is and what you have done. Okay. All right, let's go back to the syllabus and take a look at where we are in the course again. Back to the calendar. All right, so you'll notice that the end of next week, Saturday, June 25th, we do have another face-to-face session with Dr. John Milam, and a little deviation from the norm. This particular face-to-face class session on Saturday is going to take place from 9 to 1 at the Alumni Center in Conference Room 1. So the Alumni Center is not necessarily on campus proper. And I'm going to send you this link in the email as well. But we're going to be meeting in the Alumni Center, which is right near the football stadium off of Bethel. And we're going to be meeting in Conference Room 1. So you can kind of see here the Alumni Center is a rather large structure, but they have conference rooms in there. And if you need help getting there, it's pretty straightforward, but here are some driving directions. And again, I'll send this. Really looking forward to interacting with Dr. Milam. He's, I mean, a wealth of knowledge on CBE. And I think we're going to get we're going to be inundated with information. And I'm excited for us to be able to meet him and spend time with him and just learn from the expertise that he has developed over the past few years working in this area. Okay, so finally, I just want to say I think you've been doing a terrific job. Seriously, these discussions have been incredibly rich. Your questions during our face-to-face session with Dr. Saito and at Sinclair were amazing. Super proud of you all. Please keep up the good work, and I look forward to seeing you next Saturday, and in between, I'm sure I'll be in touch via email or video or whatnot. Have a great rest of week 5, and let me know if you need anything. Thanks, everyone.